बेसिकली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट अर्ली चाइल्डहुड तो हम पहले तो किस एज ग्रुप की हम बात
है अर्ली चाइल्डहुड की। अर्ली चाइल्डहुड हम बोलते हैं फ्रॉम द टाइम व्हेन द चाइल्ड इज born. Sometimes there are helpers who are taking care of children. Most of the times I've seen parents not understanding that perspective of the child.
वो बच्चा कैसा होगा, क्या कैसे बिहेव करेगा,
सब कुछ ले लो बट फोन मत लेना because I want to talk to my friends so that मुझे स्टार मिलता रहे, मैं मैम के पास चिपक के बैठूं, you know, and I'm in the proximity of the teacher. The teacher is giving me responsibilities.
All right, and how much do these early years impact our personality or behavior in our future?
अच्छा मार लो, क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है? How does it matter? Everybody has some kind of crisis, so to say, in their life. Sometimes it can also give you a downfall.
Is it for good? Is it for bad? What is your take on?
मैं आपको कुएं के पास तो ले जा सकती हूँ लेकिन उतना एफर्ट आपको डालना है कि आप उसमें से पानी निकाल के पी सकें. And the pain is gone in seconds. A lot of people getting frustrated in their job also because of this fact कि अभी क्यों नहीं किया. मजा करो ना, क्यों तुम्हें रोने धोने में घुसना है, you know.
So true. हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर एपिसोड ऑफ सोमा स्पीक्स. आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सोमा स्पीक्स के एक नए एपिसोड में. आज के एपिसोड की अगर हम बात करें तो आज का एपिसोड एक सिर्फ नॉर्मल पॉडकास्ट एपिसोड नहीं है मेरे लिए, बिकॉज नो मैटर हाउ मेनी गेस्ट्स आई टॉक विद, टुडेज गेस्ट वुड ऑलवेज रिमेन वेरी स्पेशल. टुडेज एपिसोड विल रिमेन ऑलवेज वेरी वेरी स्पेशल बिकॉज टुडे आई एम सिटिंग विद माई कॉलेज प्रोफेसर. मतलब ये एक ऐसा आज लग रहा है कि हाँ कुछ तो मेरे लाइफ में कर लिया है अभी कि मुझे ये मौका मिला है ना. तो ऐसे बहुत मोमेंट्स होते हैं. एंड not just a college professor, but she is someone who has done so many things in her life. अभी जब भी मैंने उनका एक्सपीरियंस जाना तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि शायद इतने महीने भी मुझे नहीं हुए होंगे जितने साल इनको हो चुके हैं इस फील्ड में. So well, she is a psychologist, she is a college professor as I told you, and एक clinical hypnotherapist भी है. She is an art therapist और बहुत कुछ है इनके बारे में डिस्कवर करने के लिए. She is a full package of psychology. बहुत कुछ जानेंगे हम आज. एक ऐसे एस्पेक्ट्स जानेंगे जो सिर्फ एक एकेडमिक टर्म्स पे नहीं बल्कि एक थेरेप्यूटिक प्रैक्टिस या फिर जब हम थेरेपी को प्रैक्टिस करते हैं तो कितनी डिफ्रेंसिएशन आती है, क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं जो साइकोलॉजी में हमारे को मोल्ड करती है, हमारे कॉमन मिथ्स जो हम शायद डेली लाइफ में बोलते हैं, सब कुछ आज हम सीखने वाले हैं. तो चलिए इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं आज की हमारी गेस्ट से. वेलकम टू सोमा स्पीक्स. कविता मैम, कैसी हैं आप?
थैंक यू नितिका, थैंक यू सो मच एंड आई एम एब्सोल्युटली ऑसम. हाउ आर यू?
All good. All right. So let's begin with our podcast today. तो आज के पॉडकास्ट में जब मैंने ये सोचा था कि आप हमारे पास आओगे, मेरे साथ ये पॉडकास्ट करोगे, आई थॉट कि सब वो सवाल मैं पूछने वाली हूँ जो मैं कॉलेज टाइम पे नहीं पूछ पाई साइकोलॉजी से रिलेटेड.
Sure.
So आज हम सब चीज़ें पूछेंगे और as I know that आप एक सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाते थे विच वॉज ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट, राइट? ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट एंड अर्ली चाइल्डहुड.
यस.
सो बेसिकली व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट अर्ली चाइल्डहुड तो हम पहले तो किस एज ग्रुप की हम बात कर रहे हैं?
ओके, सो ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट बेसिकली एक बहुत वास्ट फील्ड ऑफ स्टडी है एंड क्योंकि हम इसको बोलते हैं ह्यूमन, सो दैट इज फ्रॉम द टाइम यू आर conceived to the time you are on the earth, right? And so I used to talk about all the things. जहाँ बात है early childhood की, early childhood हम बोलते हैं from the time when the child is born till the time the child is 6 or 7 years of age.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the early years that we talk about.
All right, and how much do these early years impact our personality or behavior in our future?
Your early life is, as they say, they are the foundation years. And because they are the foundation years, your physical development, your cognitive development, your emotional development, language development, all of these developments take place during these years. ऐसा नहीं कि आगे जाके seize हो जाती हैं, but of course, these are the rapid development years, as we say. And the kind of experiences that children have in these years are very, very impactful and very important for the, personality that they have later on in life. Let me just give you one example. For example, if there is a child who is feeling neglected, both the parents are working. आजकल ज़्यादातर न्यूक्लियर फैमिलीज हैं. Both the parents are working. Sometimes there are helpers who are taking care of children. So when there is a lot of neglect, It may be so. I'm saying maybe because we cannot generalize this to the entire population. But it may be so that, such a child may have trust issues in relationships later on in life. Because the child doesn't know whom to fall back upon. There is nobody to listen to when the child wants to be heard. And what we usually do with children, this is my personal point of view, that, children are only different from us in size or age maybe, but the mind is absolutely like us. God has given everybody the same amount of brain, the kind of neurons that we have, and each capacity of each neuron is the same for everybody. How we use it is each to its own, and children also have the same capacity. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो छोटे हैं इसलिए उनका दिमाग कम है, उनको समझ में नहीं आएगा. Which most of the times I've seen parents not understanding that perspective of the child, So I feel that this is one stage जहाँ पे जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने बच्चे को ध्यान दे सकते हैं, उसके ऊपर अटेंशन दे सकते हैं, it is going to create a lot of, it's going to really create a beautiful life for the child later on.
All right, so there was a word that you mentioned about cognitive behaviors or cognitive development.
Yeah.
I know, but what exactly do this term means? Because there will be a lot of people who actually don't know the meaning of this term cognitive. What exactly does this mean?
So cognitive development is basically using your mind and the processes of your mind to be able to learn everything around you. So जिस तरह से अभी मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ, आप मेरी बात को सुन रहे हो, उसको प्रोसेस कर पा रहे हो और उसको समझ पा रहे हो. ये इसलिए है क्योंकि हमारे दिमाग में कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हैं, कुछ प्रोसेसेस हैं जिससे हम अपने आसपास की चीज़ों को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. So जैसे डेली लाइफ में we use problem solving skills, we use categorization, we use discrimination. कैसे पता हमें कि ये चीज़ अच्छी है, ये चीज़ मेरे लिए बुरी है? Of course through experiences, but we also get to know because we have that process in mind. कि हम अपने आप समझ जाते हैं क्या चीज़ हमारे लिए अच्छी है, क्या चीज़ नहीं अच्छी है. सो ये सारे जो चीज़ें हम यूज़ करते हैं, क्रिएटिविटी जो यूज़ करते हैं, इंटेलिजेंसेस जो हमारे पास हैं, ये सारे हमारे कॉग्निटिव प्रोसेसेस हैं. जिससे हम आसपास चीज़ों को समझते हैं, एक्सपीरियंसेस को गेन करते हैं, पर्सपेक्टिव्स को गेन करते हैं, लोगों को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. So sometimes it's like, जब मम्मी गुस्सा होती है, so she doesn't really have to shout. She can just, widen her eyes, the expressions, and the child knows. So what is the child doing? The child is judging कि क्या है, and also the child is trying to read the expressions and also comprehending कि अब क्या हो सकता है. So मुझे चुप होना चाहिए कि मुझे बोलना चाहिए, चांटा खा लेना चाहिए. So that's how, your cognitive development works.
Wow, so this brings up my next question कि हमने बात करी that how the child is, given the environment when that child is born.
Yeah.
And another thing is a lot of genetic material that the child got and that molded the behavior. वो बच्चा कैसा होगा, क्या कैसे behave करेगा, बहुत सारी चीज़ें बचपन में जिस तरीके से वो जिन चीज़ों पे cranky हो रहे हैं, वो सब चीज़ों से पता चलता है. बट जैसे आपने बताया कि there is something called as cognitive development as well, जो कहीं ना कहीं nature से influenced होती है, environment से influenced होती है. So which of these has a major impact on a child or anyone, on any human, which is the very common nature versus nurture debate? So what is the conclusion?
Yeah. So, see, I have not made a conclusion yet, to be very honest, because every experience is very different. When we look at children who come to us, or when we look at parents who come to us, for certain sessions or assistance, it is very different how nature and your genetics are, combined with each other. अब genetics जो है वो तो आपको मिला है, आप उसमें कुछ कर नहीं सकते. That is your blueprint. Nurture helps you to sometimes upgrade that blueprint to get much better at what you are. Sometimes it can also give you a downfall, the nurture aspect. Now, I may have a talent. Yeah, if I have parents who can recognize that talent and may have the resources to help me work towards it, my nurture and my nature definitely will have a very positive impact on each other. However, again, if I have the talent, the parents may not have the resources, or they may not recognize, or they may just say that, इस फालतू चीज में time waste करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So, of course, it has an impact on the way the child will start to view himself also, कि क्या मैं actually time waste कर रहा हूँ. And ये जो चीजें होती हैं जिसमें हम बच्चों को बोलते हैं कि time waste मत करो, कोई ढंग की चीज खेलो. Just to give you an example, I remember when we were young and we used to play cricket. पीछे गली में हम क्रिकेट खेलते थे. तो sometimes people around and our parents, my friends' parents, they used to say, क्या यहाँ खेल रहे हो, जाना है तो स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स जाओ, वहाँ सीखो, खेलो, and then you learn something from it. But as parents, the intention is good, but as parents sometimes we fail to understand that even meaningless play, not so meaningless, but meaningless play according to parents, gives you a lot of learning. Wow. It gives you a lot of learning, because when somebody is not there to supervise you, when somebody is not there to teach you certain things, you are using, again coming back to that, you're using your own cognitive sense to maneuver things around you. So जब हम गली में खेलते थे, we used to make those rules कि उसके घर पे नहीं लगना चाहिए, शीशा नहीं टूटना चाहिए, so we used to take care. So we are also building our social skills through that, so it is not really meaningless. So आप कोई भी so when it comes to nature nurture, as I said, there is a balance, there can be an imbalance too. But both they are equally important. Yes, definitely. लेकिन कोई कभी कुछ ज़्यादा है, कभी कम है, and that is how everybody has a different life that they live.
All right. So when we come to nature, I think, ma'am, the most impactful thing today is social media.
Yeah.
And it has been impacting us both, again, in negative and positive ways. But when we talk about technology and media together, how worse or how good does it impact our mental health, and not just mental health, our human relationships? Because आज के टाइम पे हम बाहर जाते हैं फैमिली के साथ, या as a couple if we are going out, we see that both of them are either busy with their phones, they are doing something or another related to media. So that definitely impacts the human relationship a lot. Is it for good? Is it for bad? What is your take on this?
Okay. So we are living in the age of technology. उसको आप अपने से अलग बिल्कुल नहीं कर सकते. अगर टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होता, हम यहाँ नहीं बैठे होते. अगर बैठे होते तो हम we would not be able to reach the masses. So the only thing that I can say here is that one has to be very constructive about how you use it. आजकल I get a lot of cases where parents say कि बच्चे का स्क्रीन टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, बिकॉज ऑफ ऑब्वियसली आपने टैबलेट दे दिया, शुरू से आदत पड़ गई. नाउ जब शुरू से आदत पड़ी है, यू कैन नॉट जस्ट सडनली गेट अप वन डे एंड टेल योर चाइल्ड नहीं, आज से नहीं मिलेगा. You cannot do that, because that is again negatively impacting the mental health. And I've seen children starting to get a lot of aggression in their behavior, a lot of defiance, and there can be rude remarks to the parents also. So I see children getting into that. So उनकी लाइफ से निकालने के बजाय what I feel, एक स्ट्रक्चर होना चाहिए. There should be probably a limit to how much you can watch during the day, because this is the world of connecting. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and of course she's also born in this age. She is into the screen and everything. So I once, when this was a few years back, when I tried during the COVID times, बच्चे घर पे हैं, आप बाहर खेलने नहीं जा सकते, आप देख रहे हो, and so one day I said that you're watching too much and I will be taking away your phone. She said, आप सब कुछ ले लो, but phone मत लेना, because I want to talk to my friends. Who else am I going to talk with otherwise? And it hit me, that day, because that's how their life is.
Correct.
I cannot really take it out. मैं रह सकती हूँ उसके बिना, because I'm coming from a era where we have seen a time with the landline. We've seen a time with the invention of the mobile phone, and then getting into this particular space today. So, and it was a very a true thing that is coming from a child कि मैं किससे बात करूंगी, who is going to be my connection then. So from then we started to monitor how much are we going to watch, what are we going to watch, and we stick to it.
Okay.
Most of the times parents say that अगर वो time cross कर जाता है तो बच्चा गुस्से में आ जाता है. And I think people may or may not agree with me. I tell them आने दो गुस्से में. That's okay. Because when you're not feeling you're not feeling good about something, you will definitely want to vent out. और अगर बच्चा गुस्सा कर रहा है, it's a healthy emotion. Until and unless it is really troubling somebody to the total negative.
All right.
So, जहाँ जैसे आपने बोला कि लोग बाहर जाते हैं, फोन पे रहते हैं. Now, one has to be, it is a personal choice. One has to be really, you have to take care that, your relationships are very, very important. So what we have done as a family that, we always spend 1.5 hours together every day, which is without the phone. We go out, the phones are in the bag, or they are on the silent mode. We don't take it out. So these are small changes that we have, brought about in our life, so that at least when we are together, and we call it, my daughter calls it the family time, So, and we go out for drives, we go out, leaving the phone at home, not taking it with us. And we do a lot of discussions, when you get that space with your family. And it is so beautiful to see those discussions happening, because my 12-year-old also gets into a lot of spiritual discussions.
Wow.
So वो आपको platform देना पड़ेगा. Now, I can't expect that if I'm on the phone 24/7 and I tell my daughter कि बहुत हो गया, आप तो सारा दिन खुद phone पे हो. So you can't lecture on that. I'm sorry, you cannot lecture on that. And I've seen so many times that, बच्चे के exams चल रहे हैं. आप घर में बहुत तेज आपने TV चलाया हुआ है. How can you expect a small child to, not come and sit with you or not get distracted? So you have to build that environment for people who say कि नहीं बच्चा मानता नहीं मान रहा है because you are not being consistent. And it is not magic. नहीं मानेगा, आपको 1 महीना, 2 महीना, 3 महीना वो consistency maintain करके रखनी पड़ेगी, because sometimes, as we as parents test the children, children also test you कि देखते कितनी देर तक मानती हैं. मैं harass करूंगा, manipulate करूंगा, परेशान करूंगा, चिल्लाऊंगा, रोऊंगा, नीचे लेट जाऊंगा. Let's see when will she give in. The moment you give in, it's all gone. Wow. So you have to have that patience with children.
So, ma'am, when we talk about this, there are a lot of parents who don't know this concept of negative reinforcement. Like they feel that, being aggressive and, putting them in a state where they feel bad about themselves is gonna bring the good side of them, which just completely destroys their mental health in future as well.
Absolutely.
So I want you to talk more about negative reinforcement so people understand about this better.
Okay. So, जब हम reinforcement की बात करते हैं, reinforcement is basically used to change or modify a particular existing behavior. And there are 2 types of it. One is positive reinforcement, the other is a negative reinforcement. Positive is where, आपने कुछ अच्छा काम किया, आपको pat on the back मिल गया, या आपको कुछ अच्छा सा reward मिल गया, encouragement हो गया, motivation हो गया. For young children, especially in the early childhood years, when they come back from school and if they have a star on their hand, I remember my daughter when the first time when she got a star on her hand, she did not wash her hand for the entire day कि मैम ने दिया है वो हट जाएगा. And it is that precious. So that is how, they want to repeat the behavior again and again, the positive behavior, so that मुझे star मिलता रहे, मैं मैम के पास चिपक के बैठूं, and I'm in the proximity of the teacher is giving me responsibilities. So all of those are positive reinforcements. Now, when I talk about negative reinforcement, a lot of times I've seen that people confuse it with punishment, as you said. कि 2 चांटे लगा दिए, चिल्ला दिया, गुस्सा कर दिया, बच्चा बैठ जाएगा. लेकिन it is not bringing about a change. It is a very momentary change that you can see. And over the period of time, I've seen children also saying कि अच्छा मार लो, क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है, how does it matter? थोड़े दिन रोएंगे, उसके बाद ऐसे कि मार लो, क्या हो गया, लेकिन ये दे दो, ये करने दो. Negative reinforcement, on the other hand, is where you are taking away something pleasurable from the child. अब जैसे, for example, I tell my daughter that, suppose she only has planned that I will be watching this episode, let's say, and during the day I see that she is misbehaved. I can always tell her that because of what you've done, or because of the let's not term it as a misbehavior, let's term it as an inappropriate behavior. Okay, because no child misbehaves. It is an inappropriate behavior that is happening. So I can always tell her that whatever episode that you had planned for yourself is not going to come to you today. So when you take that away from the child, that is more of, a heartbreak, so to say, than hitting the child. Hitting से कुछ भी नहीं होगा. And आजकल के बच्चे, they are not like, आपने मार लिया तो अच्छा ठीक है, sorry.
No.
They're not like that, because in the society and the age that they are living in, it's more about the self than the others.
Correct. Very true.
Yeah.
All right. So now this also becomes a very sympathetic factor for some people when they grow up कि अरे हमने तो बचपन में कितनी मार खाई है, things like that. And nowadays people have this trend going on कि अगर लाइफ में बहुत ज़्यादा पर्सनल क्राइसिस देखा है, बहुत ज़्यादा ब्रेकडाउन देखा है, तो ही हम सक्सेसफुल बनेंगे. और अगर नहीं आ रहा है वो ब्रेकडाउन या वो पर्सनल क्राइसिस नहीं भी है, so they create it. How do they create it? They create it by indulging in some things which are not good. Might be drugs, might be some things which they feel कि अब हम कुछ ऐसा करेंगे जो एक कहानी बनानी है हमारे को दुनिया को सुनाने के लिए. Do you think that personal crisis or breakdowns get you through a very highest point of success in life?
Not really. Not really. Sometimes I've seen that people succumb to the crisis also. Until unless you get some assistance, get some help, आप succumb भी कर सकते हो. Certain others definitely reach success. Certain others I've seen, like if I talk about myself, I would really not term it as a crisis or a struggle. See, everybody has struggles. Correct. Everybody has some kind of crisis, so to say, in their life. But for many, including me, it also takes you on a path where you start to learn things better. And मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जब आप वो perfectionism का tag अगर आप अपने ऊपर से हटा दें, you tend to succeed better in life. Because when you when you say that I'm perfect or I have to do things perfectly, करो. मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ, perfect नहीं होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप imperfect हैं. लेकिन अगर आप perfectionism को ही एम करेंगे हमेशा, you will be stuck at one space and place only.
True.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. When I was in college, when I was teaching, there were sometimes the students used to come कि मैम मैं अपना ये presentation नहीं खत्म कर पाई because it was not perfect. मैं पूरा नहीं हो पाया वो, क्योंकि मैं जिस तरह से मैंने envision किया था वो नहीं हुआ. So then I used to tell them कि थोड़ा सा वो envision break करो उसको. Just break that thing कि मुझे perfect चाहिए. What exactly do you want? Put it there. And when they used to do that, and when they used to come half prepared, half unprepared, it used to be brilliant, because then you are talking with your heart.
Correct.
आपको जो perfect बनाना है वो अंदर से आएगा. Not just the outwardly thing, If I'm sitting here smiling in front of you, and if I'm not good inside or not feeling happy inside, obviously it is going to hamper somewhere or the other. So, I think continuous learning will take you somewhere. और जैसे I remember जैसे हमारे parents बोलते थे कि हम तो street lamp के नीचे भी पढ़ लेते थे. So one instance that I'm remembering, this is I think 11 years back, when one of my cousins, she was telling about her son. तो कहती है कि मैंने उसको ऐसे ही dialogue मारा पढ़ाई के लिए कि हम तो कहीं भी पढ़ लेते थे, जिसको पढ़ना है वो किसी भी शोर में भी पढ़ लेता है. और so he said, that's your problem. You used to do that. And she used to say कि हम रात में बैठ के पढ़ते थे. कहता है तो आप सुबह पढ़ लेते. I mean, you could have found out ways
Correct.
rather than telling me what am I supposed to be doing. So हर किसी का सक्सेस अलग है, हर किसी का स्ट्रगल्स अलग है, और जो हमारा ये कॉन्सेप्ट है कि सिर्फ मेहनत करोगे तभी स्ट्रगल आएगा, तभी आपका सक्सेस आएगा, सबको सक्सेस मिल सकता है. You just have to be consistent, perseverant, and just keep doing your work.
Wow, so true. So beautifully explained. And this comes to, you have more than 18 years of experience as a professor and more than 20 years of experience in this field of psychology. So as you mentioned about your one of your experiences as a teacher, I would also want to ask you, how is academic psychology different from the therapeutic practice? Same subject, but how is it different when you teach it and when you practice it?
Okay. So just like any other subject, I mean, psychology is beautiful. To understand human beings is brilliant, you know, to understand their mind. And I think somewhere when you understand psychology academically, it definitely brings about a change in you as a person, you know. However, academic psychology is, as the word suggests, it's just academic. आप समझा रहे हो, मैं आपको थियोरी समझा सकती हूँ, मैं आपको ये समझा सकती हूँ कि आपने एक इंसान को कैसे व्यू करना है, हाउ डू यू हैव टू you know, understand human beings. But when you come to the practical aspect of it, it is absolutely different, you know. Absolutely different in the sense, of course, you know all your theoretical things, you know all the you know, ways in which you have to speak to the person, get to understand what the struggle or the challenge is, and then of course give whatever you know, counseling you have to. But when we talk about therapeutic approaches, they are definitely a brilliant way to help a person understand their own self and to come out of whatever shell that they are in. लेकिन उसका ब्यूटी ये है कि वो किसी भी एक इंसान के साथ सेम तरीके से काम नहीं करती है, you know, the therapeutic approach. Because when I do counseling for my clients, I always do a mix of psychology and spirituality, you know. There are different kind of people. No 5 fingers are the same. No person is the same. So even if you are using the same kind of concept or a therapy with a client, you'll see differences. You'll see the kind of different questions that come up. Ye kyun? Aisa kyun? Certain people will never question you. You know, they'll just come with the faith. They'll talk to you. और आप जो बोलोगे वो कर देंगे. Certain others, you know, the more logical types who want to really understand the facts and the science behind why are you asking me to do this. It is very interesting to work with them because you get to know a lot of, you know, their questions about that. And it also impacts everybody differently. I've seen that people who come with faith, you know, they start to move on their journey faster. You know, because आप चेंज होना चाहते हो, आप अपनी लाइफ में कोई डिफरेंस लेके आना चाहते हो. सो जितनी भी हमारी थेरेपीज, लाइक वी यूज आर्ट थेरेपी, वी यूज यू नो, स्पिरिचुअल मोडालिटीज, वी यूज प्ले थेरेपी, clinical hypnotherapy है. So all of these work brilliantly well. The only thing is that the person should have faith in you, in their own selves, and in the fact that you know, कि मुझे करना है. Now, as a therapist, as a psychologist, I can give you 100 techniques to work with. But करना आपको है.
Correct.
It's like जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना कि मैं आपको कुएं के पास तो ले जा सकती हूँ, लेकिन उतना एफर्ट आपको डालना है कि आप उसमें से पानी निकाल के पी सकें. So people who do it can see changes within a month also, depending on the kind of, you know, issues that they're coming with. So and it is very you know, it is very empowering. Sometimes I feel that I also get healed as I'm healing somebody else, you know. So it is very beautiful to see how people emerge and how happy they become after you know, doing all these therapeutic modalities.
It is a sort of a personal experience and a question at the same time that it definitely feels very, you know, that feeling is very unexplainable and very, very overwhelming when people get healed and they share your experiences after their healing and they say that you have changed our lives, there's a significant changes in our life. But at some point during the sessions, there are moments when the energy is very negative.
Correct.
When all of that trauma has now become yours, and your emotional health, your mental health has worsened. So as a therapist, how do you manage your mental health?
Okay, so two ways. One, I always believe that, as a psychologist and a therapist, I require my own therapist. So I have somebody that I talk to.
Wow, that's good.
And it's once in a while that I'm a person who likes to talk. So it is usually a little difficult for me to keep my issues within me. So I need somebody कि जिसके सामने मैं जाके सारा अपना, I just vomit it out and I'm fine. So I definitely have my own therapist, and I keep taking, sessions once a month or twice a month, once in 2 months or something like that. However, since I'm also into spirituality, I do a lot of things, a lot of chanting, a lot of, certain other modalities in spirituality, which actually do not let me get attached to the kind of issues that people come with.
So basically that cord cutting process,
that is one of the things. I do a lot of aura cleaning. Okay. I do a lot of, energy cleaning. So it's done by me in my house. I do it silently for my family members. There are, ways that I suggest to my clients also, जिससे उनको actually थोड़े ही दिन में फर्क दिखना शुरू हो जाता है कि अगर आप ये करोगे, तो, you'll be able to see yourself कि आपका aura clear हो रहा है. So, so I mean, those are the things that as I said, I combine both the techniques together to work. So, those are the ways in which... So
basically you're conscious about it. You don't hesitate taking external help as well.
Not at all, because I need that. I'm also a human being ultimately, I mean, I have my own emotions, I have my own struggles in life. So, and I think... my biggest therapist, I would say, is my husband, even though not qualified as a psychologist. But I mean, that is a safe space for me also. And more so when I talk to him, things get better in the sense that I am able to deal with whatever I'm going through. Otherwise, my therapist is always there with me.
Great.
Yeah.
So now when we talk about different modalities and psychology, psychology is a study of human behavior when we simplify it. And when we talk about human behavior, there are a lot of modalities through which we can, create some changes in human behavior, whether it be spirituality, whether it be things like the normal dietary lifestyle changes, mindfulness, we talk about different techniques, we can even include acupressure in that.
Right.
So basically, how blending psychology with these modalities might help?
I have experienced that it definitely helps.
Wow.
So मेरे पास जो भी आता है, there is definitely understanding what the issue is. I never, look at it as a problem. I always look at it as a challenge that a person may be facing, and the person has come to you for assistance to come up from that challenge. Because what happens, what I've seen is, and what I tell all my students and people who come, for training with me, I tell them that किसी भी चीज को जिंदगी में एक ही उसूल बना लो कि जिंदगी में किसी भी चीज को प्रॉब्लम की तरह मत देखना. Because when you start to look at everything as a problem के लिए हम क्या ढूंढते हैं? हम सिर्फ solution ढूंढते हैं. That's it. ये होगा तो ये भी ये है. But when you look at it as a challenge, it uplifts you somewhere.
Wow.
It empowers you somewhere. अपनी empowerment आप खुद देखोगे जब आप खुद अपने आप को वहां से निकालोगे. I believe that I am just a medium to help you do that. I am nobody to, tell you कि ये करो इससे ठीक हो जाओगे. कर सकती हूँ मैं, but I don't believe that. I always feel that I am a medium between a power and the person sitting in front of me. And through me, वो मेरे पास आया ही इसीलिए क्योंकि भेजा है. चले जाओ, शायद कुछ हो जाएगा. That way. So I always believe that everything works. It will be done.
So have you seen, in your experience, have you seen cases where spirituality alone or spirituality in a combination with some modality has healed traumas or very significant emotional burdens in someone?
Yes. One is my own self, my own personal experience. And so basically what happened was that I went through a very difficult phase of my life last year. And, because I'm into all these things, I don't hesitate talking about astrology or spirituality and psychology. So basically science and, both the things. The day I had the baddest and the saddest phase of my life, so to say, I was really, I was shattered. It was like all was for waste and everything, like that. God is kind that I have a very, very supportive family. And so, when you have something like that, when you have somebody to fall back upon, things become a little easier in any case. But I was, of course, struggling with whatever had happened. And even if people are there with you, it is your suffering. You have to suffer alone. People can just, be there and support you, take care of you. But the very next day, when I got up, I was so energized. That I said, just let it be. Gaya. And I moved on.
Okay.
It was that simple. I'm not saying it will be for everybody out there, but because I'm into all these things, I know how to train my mind. I know how to train my body. I know how to train my emotions in accordance with that. This was sometime in October last year, and in December, I was feeling a little, jittery and a little suffocated because of what had happened. Because, as people say that grief kab theek hoga hamara? Grief kabhi theek nahi hota hai. You just learn to live with it. And because you learn to live with it, it kind of fades over time, but it's there. It's always, the memory will always be there. So, thoda sa mujhe suffocation tha, thoda frustration tha. So I called one of the, very well-known astrologers. I would not name, but I just found him on Instagram, could resonate with what he was saying. So I called him up and I just said ki aisa hua hai. And I didn't say that actually. So I was just saying that I want to do this and, can you give me certain ways in which I can help myself? So he said that I can see that something happened, in your life, which was very, a very drastic change that had happened. It could have, broken you both emotionally as well as mentally. I said, yes, it has. And he said, लेकिन आपको कुछ हुआ नहीं. मैंने कहा नहीं, मुझे क्या हो रहा है? I mean, of course, I felt bad about it. Really felt bad about it. He said, आप क्या करते हो आप? And मुझे समझ नहीं आया क्या आंसर दूं इसका कि क्या करते हो आप. And I said that I have been chanting Hanuman Chalisa since I was, 12 years of age. So he said, बस फिर आपको क्या दिक्कत है? बढ़ते चलो. He said that. So, that was one external validation that I got that day that, whatever I'm doing, I'm on the right path. And using the therapies that I do with people, I do it on my own self. I do it with my family. So it's ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने अपने पे नहीं किया, मैंने अपनी फैमिली पे नहीं किया, मैं आपको सिर्फ दे रही हूँ क्योंकि आप मेरे पास एज अ क्लाइंट आए हो. ऐसा नहीं है. I always do it on myself first. I see the results. And जितनी भी चीज़ें मैं क्लाइंट्स को देती हूँ, वो मैं खुद करती हूँ. मैं आज भी every day I do everything that I tell my clients. So you can see the results. Apart from that, I've seen, I'm into pranic healing also. And I've seen, pain go away because I'm doing some treatment. So कभी भी like मेरे daughter को pain होता है, हाथ में दर्द हो रहा है, so she comes to me, please कर दो, कुछ कर दो. So I do whatever I have to, and the pain is gone in seconds. So these modalities definitely help, and they're all scientific.
Correct.
ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको कोई जादू आता है. It is all scientific that you do because science says, and it's just been validated that everything is energy. So you're working with energy.
Correct.
You know, you and I sitting here today is energy. You connected with me through energy. And I said, yes, I'll be here with you. Because we kind of, you know, the energy, the frequency gelled well. Otherwise, नहीं होता. क्यों आप मुझे पहले नहीं बुलाया या 10 साल बाद नहीं बुलाया, you know, like that. So, so when you know people, so I always tell people that अगर आपको लगता है कि जो चीज़ आप चाह रहे हो और वो भी नहीं हो रही है, just be patient. It is very difficult to be patient, but just be patient because it's not the time.
Not the time. Correct.
आ जाएगा. You know, but वो patience लाना in human beings is a little too difficult.
Yes.
But yeah, it's beautiful, you know, when we work with all of these things and when I see people telling me, you know, things, giving me feedback, it is beautiful.
Again, I'll again say that it's a personal experience as well. I think I'm very deeply connected to Lord Shiva, and I think the connection deepened when I was at a phase where, again, I'll not say that I didn't have people around me. As a daughter, I definitely had my parents always. I also had a very supportive family, but there are, as very beautifully you explained, that it's our own suffering and we have to go through it alone. Even if we have people around us, we have to go through it. And I think that's the point where I connected with Lord Shiva the most. And it's not, my connection was not कि अच्छा मैं उनसे मांगूंगी तो मुझे दे देंगे.
Right.
I felt like we all worship him. Was his life perfect? Was it that he never cried? Didn't he go through all of these emotional phases? What did he do? And I understood that this exactly, the most simplest things that we ignore, that is where you have to hit. So basically, yeah. And now when we talk about this, I think spirituality has become a need for me. Like, it has become more of like, I can't live without it.
Correct.
So now when we look at it from a more psychological perspective, we have never talked about spirituality in relation with psychology.
Yeah.
So my question would be, can spirituality be considered a psychological need? Like a need, like when we talk about need, our needs are food, love. Is spirituality a need as well for humans?
I think spirituality now is a necessity. It has become a necessity because you know, it is a beautiful path to follow. Or spirituality actually you know, it uses power of mind. और power of mind कहाँ से आ रहा है? Psychology से आ रहा है. You know, आजकल, you know, people talk about manifestations. They're talking about law of attraction. They're talking about, you know, getting what you want. So all of that is a mix of both psychology and spirituality. Spirituality is faith. Psychology is mind. So when you have the power of your mind and when you have the faith that your mind can work towards it, वो आपके पास दोनों चीजें हैं. Everybody has it.
Correct.
But one thing is very important, that people should not confuse spirituality with religion. We're not talking about religion here.
Very true.
It is very, very separate, very different, and a total different concept, an entity to what religion is. We're not getting into that debate at all. So spirituality हर किसी के पास है. I mean, I am an angel healer. I talk to angels. I have taught my daughter the same thing.
Wow.
She does that and she's seen miracles in her life. So अब कोई कहेगा कि अच्छा आपकी तो बेटी है, आपको करना पड़ेगा, वो उसको तो करना ही पड़ेगा because बच्चा है, क्या करे, 12 साल का है. But ऐसा नहीं है. You can't force spirituality on somebody.
Exactly. Very true.
You can't force it because, you know, even my husband is a very spiritual person and his spirituality came to him much earlier in life than it hit me, actually. So when he used to talk to me, I am a very open listener and a very, sometimes a very passive listener. I used to be a very passive listener at that time. So जब वो मुझे चीजें बोलते थे, I used to listen, I used to understand, but I never used to you know, discuss about it. Or sometimes I just used to tell him कि यार अब थोड़ा boring हो रहा है, मेरे को नहीं समझ में आ रहा, अभी मुझे बात नहीं करनी. Because that time I was not in connect with my spirituality. So for me it was, you know, कि एक दिन पहले तक आप spiritual नहीं हो and the next day suddenly it just came to me. It just came to me. And then I started to study all of those things. I started to study, pranic healing, angel healing, understanding what is happening. And I've seen miracles happening in my life because I have my angels with me. Wow. And I've felt them with me, around me, and so has my daughter. So you cannot force it on, just like you cannot force psychology on anybody. Similarly, you cannot force spirituality, but both are always working together. ठीक है ना. स्पिरिचुअलिटी में बोलते हैं लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन करना. आपको गाड़ी चाहिए, मैनिफेस्ट कर लो. मैनिफेस्ट कैसे करते हो? फेथ रखते हो और अपने माइंड को आपने सीधा रखना है कि डाउट नहीं होना चाहिए. तो दोनों चीजें आ गई ना. तो कभी अलग थे ही नहीं, नाम अलग है, बट दोनों, आई डोंट फील दैट दे आर सेपरेट थिंग्स एट ऑल.
So beautifully explained. So we talked about you being a psychologist, a professor, a clinical hypnotherapist, author, everything. Let's come to the most important, I'll say, and a very, very, as you were explaining about it, kind of your dream. You are a founder and a director of Avabodha. What exactly is this organization?
So Avabodha is my dream. When I was in college, when I was doing my graduation, I had dreamt that I will open a preschool, at my place or near my place somewhere. But by the time I came out of my master's way back in 2005, there were preschools in every nook and corner. So I then felt that I may be able to add to some bit of it, but then I felt that my purpose is kind of beaten because I don't want to be just one among many, like that. So then I just started to learn things. I started to get better at what I was, upgrade my skills. So I really worked a lot in the past 20 years to upgrade my skills in both the field of psychology and spirituality. 7 years back, again, things come to me ऐसा. I don't plan, most of the times I don't plan for it कि मुझे चलो 5 साल बाद ये करना है तो मैं आज ही से prepare करना शुरू करूँगी. So one night I was just discussing with my husband and he said कि चल आज register करते हैं. Let's register it right now. It was some 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night. अच्छा. And I said I don't have a name. क्या करेंगे नाम का? कहते just search the internet, see what resonates. And I opened, I was looking for names, and this is one thing that came to me. And so Avabodha basically, is a Sanskrit term, and it means knowledge, and it means being resolute to your judgment. So you need to have that integrity, when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing in your life. So that kind of resonated and I kept that name registered. So Avabodha basically, is an organization which is a blend of psychology and spirituality. So we offer training programs for people who want to learn the psychological therapeutic aspect of things. We have courses on spirituality like tarot courses. We have, courses on angel healing, crystal healing, chakra healing, all of those modalities we have. And we are into, counseling services as well, where I have clients who come to me for taking counseling for the challenges or issues that they are facing. And we are also into providing, workshops at pan-India level, where, we go to colleges, we go to schools. So there are workshops for teachers, students, early, childhood educators. So kind of we've tapped into everything, if I may say so. So yeah, that's primarily what we are into, both psychology and spirituality.
Wow. Great. So I assume that there will be a lot more coming from this organization and I would love to be a part of it.
Definitely.
So let's come up to something very, very important is all of your experience combined. I would want all of your experience combined to answer this question is how can people in today's life build emotional resilience in themselves? Because I think if they're emotionally resilient, there's a lot of things that they can go through and they can, be a little more at peace. So how can they do that?
Okay, a very interesting and a very important question, actually. So, I feel that you should not be afraid of your emotions.
Wow.
Don't be afraid of them. बच्चों को और हमें सोशलाइज ऐसा किया जाता है कि नहीं, उनके सामने चिल्लाना नहीं है, गुस्सा नहीं करना है, अच्छा अभी रो मत, ये कर लो. सो वी हैव ऑलवेज बीन टॉट टू इन अ वे सप्रेस द इमोशंस इन आवर लाइफ. आई बिलीव कि जितना ज़्यादा आप अपने इमोशंस को समझना शुरू करोगे, जितना ज़्यादा उनको एक्सेप्ट करना शुरू करोगे, सी एक्नॉलेजमेंट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. A very simple example that happens, I think, in everybody's life. Like, for example, if you come to me and say that, I'm going through this and this, and मुझे बड़ा डर लग रहा है, and I just say, कोई बात नहीं, चलो ठीक हो जाएगा, don't worry. It doesn't go, na? The worry is still there. It doesn't go like that. But when you say, oh yeah, I understand, that you are worried about this, what do you think can be done? क्या कर सकते हैं? Let's just do something about it. Let's work on that worry. So when you are accepting that there is some issue with emotions that you are facing, half the battle is won. क्योंकि आपने acknowledge कर दिया कि है ये issue. अब आपको अगर पता है कि बीमार हो और बोलोगे नहीं बीमार नहीं होगा, ठीक हो जाएगा, आपको 10 दिन लग जाएंगे ठीक होने में. बट द मोमेंट यू से कि हाँ चलो बुखार है, मुझे लग रहा है कि और बढ़ जाएगा, तो मैं पहले डॉक्टर के पास चली जाती हूँ, मेडिसिन ले आती हूँ, यू विल बी बेटर इन मे बी अ डे और 2. Yeah. So similarly, our emotions work. So you need to acknowledge your emotions. You need to understand your emotions. Certain times people don't understand कि मुझे, emotions ये क्यों हो रहा है? Why am I so angry? और angry आप ऐसे नहीं हो जाते हो. Angry का एक अलग reason है कि आप क्यों angry हो रहे हो और वो कहाँ से बढ़ रहा है. When we say that children have low self-concept, self-confidence, let's say, and हम बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये तो बात नहीं कर सकता, इसका कॉन्फिडेंस बड़ा लो है, आप उसको और नीचे धकेल रहे हो.
करेक्ट.
rather than working on helping the child to grow up. और वो सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों लो है? बहुत सारे रीजंस हो सकते हैं. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस इसलिए लो नहीं होता है कि बच्चे को सिर्फ बात करनी नहीं आती. बहुत रीजंस हो सकते हैं. वन बीइंग दैट द पेरेंट्स आर एक्सपेक्टिंग अ लॉट फ्रॉम द चाइल्ड, मे बी.
वेरी ट्रू.
सो इमोशंस को समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है, उनको एक्सेप्ट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. आधा काम आपका उसी में हो गया. उसके बाद यू हैव टू कंटिन्यूसली वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ. आई एम वर्किंग ऑन माई सेल्फ एवरी डे. आई मीन जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम इन टू स्पिरिचुअलिटी एंड आई एम इन टू साइकोलॉजी, ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे गुस्सा नहीं आता या मैं अपनी डॉटर को के ऊपर चिल्लाती नहीं हूँ या चिल्ला नहीं सकती. ऑफ कोर्स एज अ ह्यूमन बीइंग यू विल डू दैट, बट देन आई नो where and how and when to control,
exactly,
when to stop, और कितना आगे नहीं बढ़ना है आपने. And if you are feeling not so good about yourself, you know strategies of how to uplift yourself again. I somehow don't really like the word empower, because empowering में ऐसा लगता है कि कोई और अथॉरिटी में है और आपको वो ऊपर करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. I want people to uplift themselves. अपने आप उठाओ ना, तरीके हम बता देंगे, अपने आप करो. सो यू हैव टू कंटिन्यूसली वर्क ऑन योर सेल्फ. एंड नाउ इन दिस एज एंड स्टेज आई वुड रियली रिक्वेस्ट पेरेंट्स टू बी वेरी माइंडफुल ऑफ देयर चिल्ड्रंस इमोशंस. वेरी माइंडफुल. कुछ अगर बच्चा चिल्लाता है या कुछ करता है, दे से दैट अटेंशन सीकिंग बिहेवियर है. हाँ है,
एग्जैक्टली.
क्यों है तो फाइंड आउट करो ना. क्यों तक हम जाते नहीं हैं, बिकॉज दैट इज टू मच ऑफ एन एफर्ट. द डे यू स्टार्ट टू क्वेश्चन द क्यों, द वाई इज इट हैपनिंग, योर थिंग्स आर सॉल्व्ड. बच्चा ये क्यों कर रहा है? like I sometimes I tell my daughter, I mean she knows a lot of these things now because I keep repeating, and during the COVID time she's also heard me teaching from home, तो उसको बहुत सारी चीज़ें she understands. So it is very important. अगर मैं चिल्ला रही हूँ, let's say, so rather than retaliating, she also tries to understand why am I shouting. क्योंकि अगर मैं चिल्ला रही हूँ, आपने एज अ चाइल्ड सामने से रिटेलिएट कर दिया, तो मैं और ज्यादा चिल्लाऊंगी.
हाँ, करेक्ट.
ठीक है ना. तो शी जितना उसकी कैपेसिटी है, उस कैपेसिटी में, उस कैपेबिलिटी में, शी ट्राइज टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई इज माय मदर इन दैट मूड, यू नो. एंड व्हेन यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, वो आपका रिलेशनशिप तो सही रहेगा ना, लड़ाई नहीं होगी. अगर हम वैसे देखें, इधर से भी लड़ाई नहीं हो रही है, उधर से भी लड़ाई नहीं हो रही है, यू ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई द पर्सन इज गोइंग थ्रू व्हाट दे आर, द थिंग्स गेट सॉल्व्ड.
I can relate to this a lot because a lot of times when me and my mother have an argument, so a lot of times she गुस्से में कुछ भी कैसे भी कोई भी बोल देता है. You can't have any say on that, right? And she is always like कि उनको गिल्ट हो जाता है बाद में. she comes up to me and she says मैंने तुझे ऐसे बोल दिया, like I didn't feel good, मुझे नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. I said it's okay, see I understand where it came from. Like for
Correct.
example, if she has I have told her I want to lose weight, and she has suggested me something, but I didn't follow that religiously, तो वो अब डांट रही है उस चीज पे. तो मुझे ये पता है कि यार उनकी गलती नहीं है, उन्होंने मुझे रेकमेंड किया था. आई एम आस्किंग हर टू मेक सैलेड्स फॉर मी इन एवरीथिंग, एंड फिर मैं जब फॉलो नहीं करूंगी तो शी विल आल्सो गेट टायर्ड ना. सो इट्स हर फ्रस्ट्रेशन, दैट इज इट्स दैट फ्रस्ट्रेशन. तो ये चीज समझ के ना आई डोंट रिटेलिएट. एंड बाद में शी एज अ मदर ऑब्वियसली शी हैज अ सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर फॉर हर डॉटर, सो शी कम्स अप एंड शी सेज मुझे इतना नहीं बोलना चाहिए था. आई सेड इट्स ओके, एंड शी इज लाइक कि एंड दैट मोमेंट is very, you know, it's a very sweet bonding moment where both of us understands each other, and we both are like acha theek hai, she'll also be a little more careful with her words, and I'll be also more careful with not, you know, irritating her more. So I think what you said is very important, that as a child also it is very important to understand why your parents are at that mood. And as parents also it is very important to understand why your child is committing that mistake or that
Correct.
behavior which you are not
But
liking.
ये बच्चों में ये तभी आएगा if you are
Very
doing that, you know, because the child will not understand कि मुझे करना क्या है. And I feel, you know, life is very simple. बहुत simple है. It is unnecessarily we have created, you know, problems or whatever it may be, and we just complicate it unnecessarily. कुछ भी नहीं है. It is very simple. If you understand these small things of life and, you know, you give that due to the other person. You know, मैंने कहीं पे बहुत अच्छी कोट पढ़ी थी. I think it's by Rumi. I may be wrong. I don't remember. But it said that, you know, everybody is going through something of their own. You don't know. Everybody is going through something of their own. So just be kind.
Sweet.
Because आपको नहीं पता ना क्या है. Just be kind. Why do you have to shout and talk? Why do you have to किसी ने कुछ काम नहीं किया, ठीक है, नहीं किया, नहीं हुआ, it's okay. And you know, I see a lot of people getting frustrated in their job also because of this fact कि अभी क्यों नहीं किया, जल्दी करके दो, ASAP. I don't like this word. I don't like ASAP. I really don't like that word because people cannot be available to you always, and they should not be. This is one thing that I've learned from my husband. I used to be so available for everybody when I was working, you know, and he used to be after my life that you are ruining yourself. And I really had ruined myself because there was a time when I was so mentally frustrated with myself, and I used to cry, and he used to feel so bad about me, in the sense that I'm crying and he's helpless, he cannot do anything about it. So he said that you have to stop being available for people. आने दो ASAP, क्या होगा, नौकरी से निकाल देंगे. I mean, I understand that this may not be the same situation for most people around, keeping in mind the family, the
Correct.
finances, resources. But उतना भी नहीं जाना चाहिए कि आपका total peace,
Correct. Very true.
you know, खत्म हो जाए life से. So it's really very simple. Life is very simple. हमने ही उसको complicate किया है unnecessarily. Urgency कुछ नहीं होता है, सारा काम हो जाता है. You know, you have to just plan it probably like that. And if things are coming at the end moment, if they could have, I mean, if they waited for this long, they can wait for one more day.
True.
It's just as simple as that. Correct. You know, लेकिन हम लोग करते हैं ASAP. मैंने आज तक I've always one thing that as you said, वो resilience की जो आपने बात करी थी, मैंने अपने आप को कैसे resilient बनाया, because I've picked up all these lessons from my life. and I never do it with the people I work. Never. मैंने ये सोचा था कि मैं ज़िंदगी में कभी अपने किसी भी टेक्स्ट में, किसी भी मैसेज में किसी को ASAP नहीं लिखूंगी. आई एम नेवर गोइंग टू राइट इट्स अर्जेंट. Had it been urgent, I should have given it to you 2 days in advance. It is my problem. It is not your problem, you know. And I will always be kind to the people that I'm working with or anybody around me, because I have seen how traumatic it can be through my experiences and through the experiences that people tell me. So one simple thing, life is very simple. You know, I just keep repeating it. And it is beautiful. You should just enjoy it. But मजा करो ना, क्यों तुम्हें रोने धोने में घुसना है? You know.
So true.
So that's how I made myself, strong.
I think it is very well reflected in your aura, I mean, the way you speak. I was not really very sure how we would go about it, except for the pointers that we planned upon. But right now, while coming to that ending note, I am very sure to say that this podcast had something positive in me, built something positive in me, and I would give all of the credit to that aura of yours, which is very powerful and very positive. Like, I feel इस पॉडकास्ट से पहले मैं ऐसी थी कि चलो जल्दी से I already told you that I am a little hyped up because of so and so factor, and right now I am more like ठीक है, हो जाएगा. You need to be chill with it.
Actually हो जाएगा, you know. Seriously, when you start to tell your mind this, it's okay, हो जाएगा. It's okay. Your mind will start working like that. You'll become more peaceful at things. Again, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं hyped up नहीं होती हूँ. But you have to bring yourself back from there. वो आना चाहिए.
Wow. So, thank you so much for being on this podcast. It was not just a very happy moment, not just a very successful podcast. I'll say rather it was a privilege. It was an honor to be sitting with you, taking this conversation ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. Oh, I'm loving it. Thank you so much. It was, beautiful. And when, you had messaged me on LinkedIn, मैंने देखते ही पहचान लिया था. मैंने कहा ये तो मुझे चेहरा देखा हुआ लग रहा है. And then I saw that there were so many people from IHG following you. Then ये तो मेरा ही बच्चा होगा, मैंने जरूर पढ़ाया होगा, because I could see the resemblance. I could recall that I've seen you, and the name definitely resonated. So it's all, it's all in good time that the energy is matched. I can say that.
Great. All right. So thank you so much for watching this episode. It was honestly, it was not just an episode. It was more like कि मैंने अपने जितने भी सवाल जो पूछना चाहती होंगी कभी भी from somebody who's actually, वो कहते हैं ना कि घोट के पी ली है psychology को, ऐसे इंसान से. तो I think that has come true today, and there was so much that I learned, and mostly this कि yes, you actually can become in this so uncalm world, right? So thank you so much for watching this podcast. Make sure you share it with your friends. So सिर्फ अकेले बैठ के इसकी मजे नहीं लेनी है, अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपने आसपास के लोगों के साथ भी इसको शेयर कीजिए, ताकि more and more people become more kind, right? Thank you so much again, and I'll meet you in the next episode. Thank you.